Passive income has become a popular term over the past few years as people explore ways to earn extra money to supplement their regular income. So today we're going to explore the topic and get some advice on ways to earn additional income from money expert Robert Farrington. He is the founder of The College Investor. Hi, Robert.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Welcome. I'm excited to chat with you. This is such an interesting topic, and I know people want to learn more about it.
Absolutely. I mean, passive income is one of those great keys to wealth. And the sooner you can start building passive income, the more that money will grow for you over time. So I love to encourage people to get started early. And even if it's just a little bit, that can go a long way.
Absolutely. And I want to start off by us kind of breaking down one of the big myths, which is with passive income, you don't have to do much work. Money just kind of appears out of nowhere. But really, there is a requirement to either put money up in advance or give your time. So can you share more about the structure of passive income?
Absolutely. Well, we all want money to appear out of thin air. That is the dream. But you do have to do something up front. And for a lot of people, that's going to be either time or money commitment. So one of the basic ways I like to think of passive income is almost like a savings account. And that's an example that uses money, right? You put money in the savings account, you do nothing, and they'll pay you interest on your savings every month. Right. That's wonderful. However, some of us are coming from a place where, hey, we don't have a lot of money yet to save. And so we need to work and do it. And that's where the time part comes in. So you can either invest your time, generate a little money, and have that grow for you as well. And there's lots of different ways that you can commit your time, whether that's a side hustle, real estate, things like that, that can generate passive income. And then hopefully you'll get the money that also generates passive income. And you can kind of see it's a hybrid, right? You have a little time, you have a little money, and they both will help you grow that wealth together.
Yes, and it is so important. I mean, when we talk about inflation, when we talk about just the rising cost of so much, having additional streams of income is very important and sometimes very vital in our lives. And so I do want to talk about the scam aspect before we get into the good, juicy part, which is the actual tips and advice. Let's talk about the scams, because it's very important that people are made aware of schemes that are out there that people try to take advantage of people who are looking for passive income, including the college debt consolidation scam. So can you share more about that?
Absolutely. Well, I think you know how this goes, and our listeners and our viewers will hear it, is that when you are in a dire financial strait, whether that's dealing with student loan debt or you're looking for ways to make extra money because you need to achieve a goal, there are people that are preying on you for that. And that's what's always so rough. So whether it comes to getting out of student loan debt, consolidating your student loans, you should never pay any money up front for any of that, whether that's getting out of debt, building wealth, starting any kind of side hustle. You don't need to pay money up front. If you have a will, there is a way that you can do it for free. And so when it comes to your student loans, one of the best ways is just to go to studentaid.gov, the government's website, and they can navigate you through everything with your student loans at no cost to you. When it comes to building wealth with these passive income ideas or these side hustle ideas, like we said, it either takes your time or your money that goes into a real investment account, like a real bank account, but it doesn't require paying a random third party or a company with some kind of promise. Like, if you invest or you do this, we can help eliminate your loans. Or if you give us money, we can help generate money. That's not how these work. So those should be big red flags for you if you're looking at either getting out of debt, building wealth, starting a side income.
Yes, red flag, mayday, mayday. Stop. Yes. So that is so important, just to hit that alert button in your head. And your website and blog, The College Investor, was designed really to help people, I was going to say students, but really anyone who could be in school, escape their student loans, and then also build their wealth for their future. And you give a lot of different tips and advice for starting passive income and different ideas. So can you share some of that right now? This is the good old meat and potatoes.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, I started this because I'm a big believer earning extra money to achieve your financial goals. And I just love the world we live in, because on your phone or on your computer, there are so many apps that you could go out and drive, you could go deliver, you can go sell stuff, you can create something and sell it on the internet as well. And all of these opportunities, they might not be the most lucrative, but if you can add $100 a week to your budget, that's game changing for a lot of Americans. Slowly but surely, you're going to start building that passive income stream. And it might not seem like a lot in year one, but by the time you've been doing it for a few years, you will really see some solid growth. And that feels really good.
Yes. And like you said, you have the option of having your own funds and building interest and money off of that. But then there's also a whole lot of options that you can do digitally, right? So selling products online, like you mentioned, but something that has become really popular is like selling ebooks or courses, or just something that you create or you can hire someone else to create, and you kind of have a little mini business, which is above board and really cool. Something else that I really loved, an idea that I read on your site, was doing stock images, like selling stock photos, like really pouring into a hobby that you may have. And there's a need out there. So it's about getting creative. And then you also include tutoring, online tutoring, right? So using your education and skills to help other people.
I mean, you nailed it. There's just so many ways. And it's like the more I talk to people and the more you talk to people, you just get these ideas. So when you mentioned selling stuff, I know my sister-in-law, she sells stuff on Etsy. She creates wedding invitations. And so she gets paper and like creates these elaborate invitations, and people buy them. And then she still enjoys watching her shows at night. It's not really cutting into her life, but she's at the coffee table making these invitations and still enjoying her life at the same time while earning some extra income. Like you said, the stock photography, if any of us have watched YouTube or gone on the internet, there is so much stock photography and videography out there. Well, where does that come from? That comes from just people that are taking these videos and then posting them online, and people will pay for the rights to use that content. And so you do got to put that time up front, right?
Yeah.
But then you get the reward of the passive income stream going forward.
Yes, that's so awesome. Well, thank you so much, Robert, for chatting with us today and sharing your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And if you would like more information about the College Investor, I highly recommend checking out their website. There's so many tips and tricks about so many ways just to enhance your wealth and build your future. We'll be right back.